Hello, spiritual people. It's Sid here, your spiritual muse, Crystals of Quartz on Instagram, and now Crystals of Quartz _ GWLNY on TikTok. So I make shorter videos on there. If you're into TikTok, check those out. I'm here today to talk to you guys about the new moon in Aquarius taking place on February 11th at about 2 p.m. on the eastern coast of the United States. I don't know why I said it like that, but I like it. I'm doing things outside of the box, like Aquarius loves to do. So we have a lot of planets moving into Aquarius, which I'm going to make at least a separate TikTok video, if not a separate YouTube video about the stellium that we have. Woo! But first of all, I want to just keep this relatively short to talk to you about the Aquarius new moon, because we do have a lot of cool stuff coming, and I will mention the stellium in terms of all the aspects, but I may make a separate video completely. But that being said, gabbing away like the Aquarius energy in the world, being a Gemini air that I am, I want to talk to you about this new moon. So new moons are always about manifesting, right? But before I jump into this, I just want to give you guys a little bit of information on this new moon because it's very unique. Not only is there a stellium happening, but we also have the moon being void of course, which means that no aspects are made after changing into the sign of Aquarius. So that means basically that the energy of this new moon is actually not that great for manifesting until the moon starts to make moves. So for the first 13 hours of this new moon, until about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I want to urge you not to really try to make any major steps or make any big decisions. Don't really take any major actions. I'd actually urge you to meditate, do some yoga, play, or exercise a little bit if you can. It's said that what you do during this time won't bear fruit. So just really be careful and try not to waste your time on that, and just really take some time to do something that brings you bliss or something that you enjoy. This is the only time that this happens in 2021. I don't know if I said that. So what is Aquarius energy about in general? Because we are going to be able to use this energy. We just want to sit on it for a little bit. So Aquarius is the rebellious, anti-authoritarian, humanitarian, and the water bearer revolutionary, eccentric. So it's a fixed air sign. Its phrase is I know, and it's all about gut feelings and the third eye. So I'd like to invite you to just sit with your intuition, sit with your gut, really just build ideas during this 13-hour phase. And then once that is over, you can really work towards changing things and making things actually manifest and doing all of your rituals and things. I would just hold that off for the first 13 hours, or you may just be wasting your energy. But it's still a really great time to work on things. Just focus on it beforehand. Meditate on it first. I'd like to invite you to spend this time giving yourself some good energy, giving yourself some healing. Maybe go get a healing. And then once that's done, use that energy that you've given back to yourself and use it to think about how you can make a difference for humanity, right? With that humanitarian mindset of the Aquarius. I'd like to invite you to think outside the box, break the mold. Have you been detached or uncaring with anyone? Do you believe in your own abundance? So maybe take some time to do some abundance meditations to change your mindset before you start doing your manifestation, and it can be so much more powerful. Do you believe in your own abundance? I'm going to ask it again because I want to know, do you believe? I have tons of videos on different techniques for abundance, so check those out if you need them. I'm sure I'll probably be going live on Instagram at some point to do a meditation that evening of the 11th, because let's be honest, we're all going to be in need of it, right? But I'd also like to urge you to maybe stay off of your electronics and really get in touch with that intuition. I'd also like to ask you, what structures are limiting you? Because the Aquarius is all about breaking through. So break free of whatever isn't serving you, because you don't need it, right? And it's not serving you. So whatever it is, whatever your intuition in this moment when I was talking to you thought of when I said that, you need to knock that down and break through it and move beyond it. And take time to just look within, right? During these 13 hours. So what other aspects do we have? So if you don't care about the other aspects, you should, because they're interesting. But if you don't, you can go ahead and stop watching this video now, because you heard the gist of what the Aquarius new moon means and you know about the void, of course. But if you're interested to go a little bit deeper and you want to know what the heck is going on in the sky, listen up. So our two major aspects that are, you know, close in degrees, very close, is our Saturn square Uranus, which is going to bring about some difficult life lessons, okay? Then our other is that Venus is conjunct Jupiter. So we have, you know, a lot of conjunctions going on in Aquarius, but Venus conjunct Jupiter is very close together, which means we're going to have an expansion of luck in love. So it's a time when we can really, right before Valentine's Day, really just get honed in on our loving relationships, whether they're friends, family, whatever it is, just really, really cultivating that and expanding it. So maybe use that Aquarian energy to have some deep conversations. We are still in Mercury retrograde, so we may have some things coming up from the past communication issues. Be open to really revolutionizing the way you communicate with the people in your life. Enjoy. What else do we have? We have the moon conjunct Mercury, which, if you're asking, well, if the moon is making an aspect to Mercury, how is it void of course? Well, that happened in Capricorn. So that's why. So it didn't happen while it was in Aquarius, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, comment and I'll try to explain that to you, because it is a little bit of a confusing concept. Now, the moon conjunct Mercury means that we've been really diving into our intuition and our intellect combined. So again, a very strong time to work on your intuition and to be able to think through that, right, in a logical way, to discern things and to understand them in more than just well, that was a weird feeling or whatever, right? So it's going to help us to understand our intuition and to really get in touch with that as well. We also have Mercury conjunct Venus, which is going to mean we're able to beautifully articulate our thoughts in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Who would have thought of that? And we may be able to really beautifully articulate issues we've had with communicating in the past. So allow this to be an opportunity for healing for you in communication. Mercury's doing a lot of stuff. We also have Mercury square Mars, and we know Mars is the warrior planet, right? So this can bring up issues with energy and speed, like feeling like you're not doing things fast enough. I urge you to take this as another message to slow down during this new moon. Look within, stop trying to make things happen, right? Stop trying to make all kinds of stuff happen. With this Mars energy, it's saying, hey, there's no energy for that. You got a square with Mars and Mercury. Your brain is going to be wanting you to slow down. It's giving you an opposition. And then guess what? When this void of course clears up, we're going to feel a lot better about it and we're going to be able to actually start achieving things again. But I'd like to invite you to just be okay with just being for a little bit, because it's sometimes hard for us. We live in, you know, a world that tells us that productivity makes us meaningful, but really it doesn't. You're meaningful just by being who you are here now in this body. You're important just by breathing. So just breathe, do some meditation, do some yoga, and get in touch with yourself and know that you're worthy whether or not you get anything done on a given day. And I'm speaking to myself when I say that. So if you feel like Spirit just slapped you in the face, it's because Spirit slapped me in the face, because I like to achieve things and I always have to-do lists. So I'm going to make an effort to not have a to-do list on February 11th, because in my brain I'm like, ooh, put yoga on your to-do list, put meditation. No, do what brings you joy. Follow it. Follow your joy, follow those intuitive feelings that you have. Whatever pops up into your head that you feel like you want to be experiencing, go for it. So I'm not saying don't do anything necessarily, but listen to Spirit and let Spirit guide you. And, you know, just don't worry about an outcome, essentially. Don't do something to have an outcome. Do something because you want to, because it brings you bliss. Enough said. Do it because you fucking want to. Whew, fun. Thanks for all those messages, Spirit. What else do we have? We have Mercury conjunct Jupiter, which is going to bring about an intellectual expansion. So if you're able to slow down, you're going to expand your mind in really, really beautiful ways. And then we have Venus conjunct Saturn, which is about destiny and love, or lessons in love, depending on how we're working with the energy. And we're going to maybe learn about how and what we want in love, right? So those are all options of things that could be coming up for you. So let me know in the comments how these things work out for you. Now, one more thing that we have going on is a sextile between Mars and Neptune, which is an opportunity for a mystical drive. So this means that You know, instead of doing things in the concrete real world, take some time to get into your mystical side. Again, get in touch with that intuition, get in touch with that third eye, and just do some meditations and get as deep as you can. Maybe do some past life work. Take this time to really get in touch with that mystical, that weird stuff that you've been interested in that doesn't really get you anything in terms of the grand scheme of the physical life, but it's going to help you to advance you know, internally. But again, there I go talking about outcomes. Don't worry about the outcome. Do it because it feels good. All right. And that's about all I have to say about this new moon in Aquarius and all the crazy stuff happening in the sky. I hope you enjoy it. Allow yourself to think outside of the box. Allow yourself to free yourself of restraints. Allow yourself to let go of things that don't serve you. And then on the 12th, start to think about manifesting. The next day when you wake up, or if you happen to wake up at 3 a.m. and you want to write a nice manifestation list and do some ritual work, go for it then. But I urge you not to waste your time on February 11th. Take that time to just zen out. Take a bubble bath. Do things that just feel good to your very soul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you ever have any more requests or questions, I'm always happy to make them for you. Again, I'm Crystals of Quartz on Instagram, Spiritual Muse here on YouTube, and Crystals of Quartz _GWLNY on TikTok. You can get a moon reading with me if you'd like. They are on my website, crystalsofquartz.com. I also do tons of other astrological readings, tarot readings, rune casts, you name it, my friends. So thank you always for watching, and I hope that this new moon allows you to just take a break, relax, and enjoy. So much love, my little witchlings, and I hope you have just the most magical day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I hope that this finds you well. Blessed be.